Welcome back for another, daily workshop stuff.
That's not daily.
That's not daily. Well,
Daily ice cream stuff.
daily ice cream though. I still bought me this just to change my mood because I'm like a woman in a period today. The reason for that, because my welder just gave up. Well, he gave up yesterday. Fuck it, I is an almost new milliner, and I'm surprised he gave up because there was a lot of parts to make and I couldn't. Anyways, this is the finished setup of the charge cooler. You can see behind there, I don't have a light. So that pipe there, like I said before, because we changed from 3.5 directly to 2.5 instead of 3, it doesn't touch, it's not in the contact with the bucket at all. And because the charge cooler is fixed on the chassis, there's no movement there. So I thought that's gonna be in contact, but it's actually even better. There's no movement, there's no contact whatsoever, so that's great. Now obviously matches the throttle body position, everything. As your map sensor fitting, has the fittings for the water lines, for the coolant water lines. This here, because this customer has a different setup, like you've seen before, I didn't want it to run a long aluminium pipe from here to there, because again the charge cooler is stationary on it's fixed on the body, on the chassis, and the turbo obviously moves with the engine a little. Now if you have almost solid engine mounts, polyurethane or something like this, so there's very limited movement of the engine, that's fine. But with the standard engine mounts, the engine could move a bit more than we want if this was solid. And as you can see, this pipe only has this bit of flex, so I'm not comfortable with that. So I want to do like a joiner. It's not going to be the prettiest thing, but much safer, and it gives enough flexibility for the pipe to allow the engine to move. So that's another thing. The cold air intake is ready. There's air filter in that position, MAF sensor is in that position, the plug is here, which actually could be reached by with a hand from inside the engine bay. All this clears finally properly the fuel latch hinge and everything, so everything clears, everything is good. We just need the welder to be fixed, because I was doing this welds here and it was fine, and then eventually the welds on them out there, it just stopped working. So as you can see, they are not fully finished, welded up. And there you go. The battery, again, if you're keen on changing the battery for an upgraded one, this is a lithium one. You can put a gel one, whatever, but I think these are good ones. Then you don't have to relocate the battery. So it's 2 upgrades in one. Everything fits where the battery used to be, the charge cooler and the battery itself. It's a very small, simple hatch. These two, they have holes, as you can see. Now, me and Steve, we will just put the zip tires, just one zip tie across. This is very light, and that will be just fine. By putting zip tie, you actually mark it as a race car. But if not, I'm just gonna make a small bracket straight from here to here, 2 bolts, and you just bolt it down. So, very easy and simple solution, and we like easy and simple. Other than that, yeah, I'm depressed. That's why the ice cream, because my welder gave up. My wife became my first sponsor. She bought me a new tire. She saw me go in the rust race. She was there with me and didn't like the fact that I was racing on a pretty much finished tire. So I need to do that. I've cleaned and fixed the stuff on the bike. That peg was bent, the mount, I need a new mount from Yamaha. As you can see, even the pin was bent. I don't know what I hit, but even the pin inside was bent. So now, temporarily, just for this event, this coming weekend, I put the bolt through. All the rest is good. I need front pads because they're gone. I need to tidy up the van because I didn't have the time yet. The clutch cable needs changing because it's almost seized. I need to refit the mudguard here, the plastic one, to protect the shock absorber and the fuel pump fittings from stones when they are thrown from the tire. So this is actually quite important. The exhaust is beaten up. This is mushy now, because it took so many hits now. So pretty soon I'm gonna need a new silencer, and these are not cheap. This is titanium one from the, I think 2019 or 2020 R1. So yeah, this racing stuff is not cheap. But she finished. Over 180 riders, only 80 finished, and she finished the race, so it's not too bad. Well, time for the ice cream, I think. That's it.
Until the welder's fixed it is.
Until the welder is like, it's fabrication stuff. Until the welder is fixed, it's nothing I can do. Not much. Few bits here and there, few fuel systems we can assemble. I've machined a couple of these. What is it? Fuel pressure regulator for the MR2, but that's what I can do today, really. You take a welder away from me, and
Everything stops that.
the thing is, that was a backup welder. The main welder is the big one, is the big miller. You know, that's a good machine. And I was running on a backup because it was new, so I was like, okay, this is new machine. It should last me at least 10 years, and it didn't. So it's time to fix both of them. All right, see you soon.